Science says, I am big, I am broad, I am expansive. Art says, I am your heart, how you live, I am reactive. Science says you need patience, the will to learn, maybe even a degree. Art says, I'm a shapeshifter, tell me what you need, and that I'll be. Science says, well yeah, I'm all of that too. I'm how you get from A to B. I'm the result of what you choose. Art says, I change lives. Science shouts, so have I. I can be both the reason you live and the reason you die. See, science has impacted everything. It knows the who's, what's and when's. Art has changed the face of the world. Where you go, what you do, how you spend.
They both know what it means to be needed but not valued. For people to congratulate them at their destination but not check in during the journey. They both carry life uphill on their backs yet still have to beg for a sustainable rucksack. We have seen greed hold progress ransom, with release not being offered because of need but because the profit margin has increased. And students studying not based on talent alone but because they have the means. You can see. Look how much money goes into arms and how little goes into conservation. How we'd rather wage war than give a decent wage to art and science past graduation. We have seen the effects when communities and science work together. From flashing lights to ward off lions to the elephant and bees in Kenya.
The progress of science, art, technology is never the idea of just one person. It's a mixing pot of backgrounds and cultures, all of whom are determined.
The population of this planet has quadrupled in the last 100 years. So issues, conflicts and questions that haven't been asked before are now starting to appear. More people has meant less animals, both trying to coexist, both trying to find food and water, both trying to protect their land and kids. Using citizen science and the knowledge of the locals, we can develop infrastructure for coexistence using the tools at our disposal. But without investment, sometimes that means hunting for both the animals and the humans, both doing what they can to live off ever-changing lands of which they used to be fluent. And 4,500 miles away, we stand in town centres with catchy chants and placards, demonising a way of life we don't live as if the right to be enraged is ours.
In Britain, most children can identify a giraffe before a magpie, as if you can spot one outside the local shop, which means the needs of local animals are overlooked and forgot. And we do things like shut schools in London for a poisonous spider that actually hasn't killed anyone. False widow spiders have been here for 100 years. But rather than a quick Google search, we believe the tabloids, rather than consult someone who's dedicated their life to research.
Science and art work in the same way. People want the product without investing. They want the life-changing discovery, the knowledge with no understanding of how we get there. The local fishermen in Column now collect the plastic in their nets, which they now use and reproduce to fill the potholes in the roads from the plastic they've compressed. And in some places, scientists have fit seabirds with surveillance to suppress the illegal fishing in our ocean because the birds follow the mess. See, science has impacted everything. It knows the who's, the what's, the when's, and when it works with communities, it best shapes the world that we are in. Learning and sharing knowledge at the same time means that we are all part of the process, enabling communities to broaden their scientific literacy, allowing scientists to research things they didn't notice.
And science says, I am big, I am broad, I am expansive. I am your heart, how you live. I am reactive. You need patience, the will to learn, maybe even a degree.
Science says, I am a shapeshifter. Tell me what you need, and that I'll be.